My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Vault of the Void. It's time to go back in with the Enlightened, specifically the Mindfulness deck. We're going to be looking for a good She run kind of here. We've also got the Focus and Starting Artifact. Yeah, cool. Focus is the Vision 2. Choose a card from your discard to place atop your deck. And then we got the Prayer Beads, which are literally just the Zen state. Every third time you reach it, draw one card. Let's begin. I'm going to try and hybridize more between She... Oh, we started out with the Wave of Focus. Love that. And an Unbalanced Fury. All creatures suffer Future Strike 6 twice. Chain 1! Okay, that's actually a lot more playable. That Deceleration is also really good because now we have more access to slow and weak. I mean, we have slow in the base deck already, right? With the kicks. Actually... if we have the kicks, we might just want Kneecap instead. More weak. Anyway, we'll look as we continue going on in here. There's the Chaotic Blur. I mean, it's either Trance or Wave of Focus here. I really like Wave of Focus. You get to set up a lot of kind of like combo kills against a bunch of enemies rather at the same time with it. But do I need more than one? So Trance is follow-up and Zen each give it extra She. So max cast is if we are already in Zen and then we play this and it's 14 She for 1 energy. Well, I mean, look, for 0 energy, right? If we're in Zen. That makes that a really, really good ghost target. Right? 28 She for 1 card, 2 casts. Clarity. Okay, actually, Clarity also has value in this deck as well as the enabler for that 3-cost card we just got. There's no Clarity in the base deck for this character either. Specifically for this version of the character. Okay, I'll take the Clarity. For exactly that reason. It's the Martial version of this character, I believe, that starts with the Clarity in their deck. During the Void Sight, each time your deck cycles, heal 10% at max HP. Not relevant. To us, I don't believe. I think we'll try and be faster than that. Also, we'll probably stack enough block by that time to be kind of okay through the cycles. We'll see. We'll see. It might become more valuable as we go on. During the Void Fight at the start of each turn, gain overcharge 1, increase your max energy by 1. Start the Void Fight with stealth and full energy. I always like that. Just get to skip a turn from the... Well, actually, is that important, right? Is that going to slow down the enemy? Because they don't just stutter on their first turn, right? They don't just skip their first turn. They just don't hit us. So they still start scaling further. So what? It defends me against 5/3, 15 damage on turn 2. And it gives me full energy, so it's 2 extra energy on turn 1. That's actually quite weak. During the Void Fight, each time you purge a card, block 3. Again, really depends on how this run ends up going. Oh, God. Okay, well, So the Tea Leaves artifact here is actually not that hard for us to path around. We'd have the ability pretty easily to, like, right? Okay, yeah, those two are mutually exclusive. So then go to the rest. Alright, and then I can't go up afterwards either. Rough. If I specifically have to path to those 2 shrines in the end area, I actually miss out on a lot of value. The only thing is I don't know if I want to learn a random spell. Lose all cards in your backpack, gain a rare artifact. That's the Wave of Focus and Unbalanced Fury lost there. But a rare artifact can be run defining. If I could see the cards that were on offer right now or oh wait, no, I can. Okay, cool. Cohesion's a really, really good card for this. Time to Maim literally doesn't matter. I don't think Rage increases She. I'm not entirely certain, though. I'm pretty certain, but not entirely certain. Swift Kick with a desync, happy to have that. All Alone, reasonable as well. Deliberate, pretty happy to have that also. Good block. Probably not really keen on those two disciplines. There's the opening move there. Wave of Focus. We can pick up a Wave of Focus late. That would be going across, up, across, across, across. Okay. I don't know. The further we get on that line, the less I like it. Block 10 if you have Overcharge, gain 1 energy, and gain 1 Overcharge. So that's a very cheap block should you have any Overcharge already in the deck. Oh, dang it. Dang indeed. I think I need the cards in my backpack right now. I think the Kneecaps, the Unbalanced Fury, and the Wave of Focus and the Clarity are all really, really important. Deceleration is going to get more important as we go further on as well, and Clairvoyance, I honestly could probably just sub that into the deck already. So I can't go for the rare artifact. I don't want to go for the tea leaves. There are so many things that you do want to upgrade with this character as well, though. Like, if you could upgrade everything, you'd do it every time. Naturally. But without artifacts, or without some of the cards that I'm not necessarily already seeing on this floor, might get them from a chest, might get them from a shop, my scaling in the next floor seems like it might be a little underwhelming without just getting a bunch of upgrades. But I don't want to go tea leaves. But I do want to go tea leaves, don't I? It's 4 upgrade points for 20% of my max HP, as well as giving up every action at a shrine. So this used to give you 2 upgrade points, and it was very powerful. So I understand why it is now 1 upgrade points. But I don't know if that makes it valuable in this circumstance for me. I'm going to learn a random spell. Scavenger! Add a random potion to your backpack. You know what? I don't use Focus early on. I find oftentimes I end up kind of too good to using Focus. End up putting into that scenario. Okay. So if I really wanted to hit specifically early upgrades, what would that be? That would be... There we go. Alright, we missed out on 1 and the chest. However, is there any other path that's better than that for us? Can we make any more of these stand out on the line? So if I wanted to, I could drop... Actually, look, let's reset all of you. If I wanted to, I could hit both of those as red. Wait, then take that line. And if this is an upgrade point, it's worth. Bring the Thunder. The only problem is that gives up Cohesion here, and Cohesion is a really, really, really good card. Oftentimes you want just another energy after you get into your Zen state. It's also like, not huge, but 9. And it's a decent amount of immediate block, whereas this character often is reliant on delayed block. Down here we get the Better Future, block 4, Vision 2, upgrade the chosen cards for the rest of the battle. Maybe I'm underestimating how valuable Better Future can be super early on. I'd also make that Kalinia then, right? Go down. Let's quickly make sure that I'm not like invalidating a very, very important path further on, right? So we go down to here, which means Deliberate's great there. I probably do want to go for that cursed item, but if I go for that cursed item, I can't go for the elite. And honestly, like an elite and a cursed item are similar in that they both give you a very valuable artifact. However, this one costs you a void that I would then have to try and remove at a shrine, and this one just costs you a fight. So, look, it's possible that my decision is deterministic on how strong I am by this point in the game, but it feels like this is what I'm going to want to do. Right? So we've curved up and around that. Then through this path, we've got 2 elites, we've got 2 treasures, and we've got a fair few upgrades. Which means that, honestly, I should be able to put the Soul Collector on my path and feel good about that one as well. So that would be... wait. Yeah, exactly this path. Okay. I feel pretty confident in that. Now, let's drop the Wave of Focus, the Unbalanced Fury. I'm not going to put Kneecaps in yet. I will put Clarity in and Clairvoyance, and I will be cutting Deflection, 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 and Deflection in order to make space for those. This is specifically us tending quite aggressive early on. I'm also going to put the Drawn Discard into a Stability. Because if I can get that to be my opener so that I can Ghost, get a second copy of it, I can use that to try and cycle my hand so that I can make sure that I enter Zen that turn. Other than that, I don't need the weakness or the slow super early on. Yeah, okay, no, we don't actually have the slow in the base deck, so deceleration is way more important. Cool. Let's go for the better future. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Look, it's just how long it takes to set stuff up. Hey, a strength potion. Love that. Maybe just getting the potions from the scavenger is exactly what I need to be able to take down the elites. The only thing is, I don't know if I'm going to want to specifically extend my fights just to try and get the cooldown of the potion down. Because if all of this run, I'm specifically focusing on having the fights be absolutely as long as possible, I know that I'm going to start making mistakes. It's just going to happen. So I'd prefer to not super heavily focus in that direction. Here's our better future. First treasure comes with no upgrade points, no time. Inflict future strike vulnerability, no. Killing blow, attack heavy. Inflict 28 damage, suffer 1 days. You know what? Early on, maybe that's just excellent. Future strike, opener, apply vulnerable. No, I already have a bunch of openers in the deck. Yeah, I'm going to take a killing blow. And I'm also going to sub it in. I think early on, like, it's just going to be enough to kill a single unit. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, if I take that path, I can't go up. How'd I mess this up? Well, crumbs. Time's a maim, no. I mean, it's my bad. It's my bad. Still learning the pathing, clearly. All right, there's our stability. Coming in clutch in the first turn constantly here. Love that. Drop the deflection. And that discipline. I'll take a daze to the top of the deck. Purge and then Clairvoyance, getting the Wave of Focus and Stability back atop the deck, and then we win. Yeah. 1, drop the daze, 2, wait. No energy? 2, drop that. And then super combo him down with a Wave of Focus. Love it. Also got a second blue Void Stone. I'm happy to pop that into a stability as well, because I am pretty confident that I'm keeping the stabilities in the deck for a while. Drop the repeating deflection for the better future that I said I was going to be doing beforehand. Pass. Continue. The sisters are pretty aggressive, but I also need to be pretty aggressive to make sure that I take as little damage from this as possible, so I don't think I'm going to be changing the deck here much at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be as aggressive as possible here. I'm going to be focusing exclusively on the sister in the middle to try and prevent myself from taking any damage next turn so that I have the ability to just go ham. Yeah. So now I'm only taking the 5 next turn from the 2 Holy Fires, adding the burning to me. Already immediately blocked that. Time to re-begin a new combo. As much as I really want to believe that we're not going to have to suffer another turn after this, I believe we will. Okay, better future. So we haven't got enough block there already. We're dropping Clairvoyance, playing the stability, and Wave of Focus, certainly here. Yeah. Deeply unfortunate, but we'll be taking 2 damage here. And then killing. Still get our upgrade point, which I'm more than happy with. Balanced Fury. Should I not be upgrading Unbalanced Fury here? I mean, Clarity, making that rigged so I can actually trigger it on the Unbalanced Fury. Also, a lot of the time, eventually, my Clarity in the first turn is going to be a setup for a Zen combo on abilities in the first turn. So 8 more damage on Killing Blow is not anything to turn our nose up at this point. I think I will take the Clarity upgrade, though. Voidlings, reach 4 cards I play in a turn. Okay. So ideally, we'll play 3 and then dead stop, but yeah, whether or not we actually end up doing that is a completely different issue. Hit the Unbalanced Fury. It was 6 played that turn. Enemy dropped the sheet. Okay, cool. Never mind. We got the Unbalanced Fury. Yeah. This one is very much just going to be go for it. So get a health potion out of that. And then ideally we just kill this turn. Wave of Focus, Stability. Yeah, between the 2 of those, I think we already have the kill. As it turns out, no, we don't. Oh. Oh gosh, what'd you just do? Cripple 2, you reduce my hand size? Well, good work, I guess. Gonna purge those and try and get some energy for the next turn. An incoming threat of 0, so yeah, there we go. Yes. Definitely still need the Swift Kick, which you can attack with Burning. That's fine. Yeah, this one's super straightforward. Hit that on the Unbalanced Fury. Purge that. I did the purge for the extra energy there rather than for the 5 block next turn. Okay, it looks like that pays off here. Good. Stability, stability into stillness, and then deflection, deflection, purge. Choose a card discard. Better future, I think. Oh my god. Double great stability right here. I'm happy with the 20. We set up vulnerability in any way this turn? Oh, there's the Clarity with the Unbalanced Fury in the same hand. Rude. Yeah, most block we can get this turn is the 4. Pop that atop the deck. And also better future and Clarity, I guess. To find the next hand to be basically exactly the same. Yeah, we're going to be going super aggressive this turn if we can. Get that 9 incoming block for the next turn. Okay. Purge the discipline, and then stability, stability, stability. Use the hero power, repeating deflection, repeating deflection. We got 37 incoming next turn. If we don't get the kill this turn, we're just... Okay, thank heck. Kill and blow. Just would have been absolutely tragic there. All right, Bruce. Bruce is all alone in this position. I'm thinking more and more time. Rage has to affect She, right? Right? Creature is immune to focus. Sorry, not focus. Is immune to vulnerable. Can also heal from bleed. All right, I think we just go in. Come on, Relic. All of these are really good. Band of Power, every 7th attack card played will trigger an additional time. Band of Resilience, every 6th block card played will trigger an additional time. As well as the knee pads, every 4th time you gain delayed block for an equal amount. My instinct here is Band of Power. Because we can line that up with specifically impactful things like the Wave of Focus, like the Killing Blow. Like the Unbalanced Fury, as the case may be. I think I'm going to do that. Well. Not a huge fan of this hand. Incoming damage next turn. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Hit that on the Unbalanced Fury. I'm going to drop both of these cards. Use Discipline. And then pop back atop the deck the Wave of Focus and the Killing Blow. Killing Blow for 30 right now? Sure. Well, I deny myself one draw in a hand that I already am certain I'm defended. Don't think that's that bad. Stability, stability, burn that. Focus, and then Better Future to pop the deck. Probably none of these come with instantaneous block on them. I mean, I like Wave of Focus just for the 15 She. But I gotta put Discipline there. Don't want to have to take this 16 incoming. At least not all of it. Okay, I can do this. I thought I had one more energy than that for some reason. I was going to be able to get into the Zen state. Ow. Okay, stability. This is great. We get a very offensive hand here. And it's pretty well lined up with the best turn I could really afford to go aggressive also. Love having the fatigue out on the enemy there. Let's drop those two. That was probably a mistake, actually, on my part. Yeah. That amount of incoming damage is probably not something I can really stop on a single turn. Dang. Got another 9 incoming. I do have a health potion. So it's not like this represents an existential threat to us. Perfect. Just unfortunate. Ooh, okay. Hang on. We just found a... Yep. We found a yellow Voidstone and a purple Voidstone. Either of those going in the ghosting cards would be incredible for us. Wave of Focus triggers multiple times thereover. Actually, like, yellow Voidstone is also pretty good in the Wave of Focus for the multiple triggers, but then... it's better in that later on. Okay. I'm actually just going to, like, hard upgrade a bunch of these stabilities right now. Swift Kick is desynced at the moment, so it doesn't go into the deck. Jinx Leprechaun and the red caps. Do you have an exploding potion? We do not. I'll take a health potion at the moment, just in case. Got crippling in return as well. Okay, it very much looks like I'm going to be able to kill one target this turn. Oh my god, we have a focus. Here you go. Stillness. We have a focus across the board. Nice. Incoming damage next turn is 25? What? Why is your damage so high on turn 2? Well, there you go. That's the best defense I could generate. Take an 11. Incoming another 25? Ow. So rude. And another 20? What is your problem? Take a turn off. All right. We got it sorted. Happy to have the deliberate. Please upgrade points. Thank you. There's trance. There's also another clarity here. It's not unreasonable to think that we might put 2 clarities both rigged in the opening hand. Like, try and hard setup early on. It's also worth noting, there is a card for this character that says put all your foreseen cards in your opening in your hand. So if my opening hand was clarity to very high cost cards in my deck and then play that card, I would enter Zen as well as draw all those high cost cards immediately into my hand. And then trance is just good damage. I think good damage just matters a lot right now to us. I'm also actually, like, I'm less sold on the unbalanced strike at this point. I'm starting more and more to consider that the next upgrade has to be the swift kick. Yeah. It's future strike rather than... drop of stability. It's future strike rather than she, but they synergize with one another after you start stacking fatigue. It helps you stack fatigue as well, but also it's literally just here as a 0 energy access your Zen state earlier thing for us. Opening move, 16 damage, open 1 energy. If it wasn't competing against so many other openers, it'd be really easy to take this. Skeleton Mage can increase its frenzy as I suffer damage. Okay, so I need to tend a little more defensive here. And I, in fact, might want to also add deceleration. Let's take, actually, one of you out for a deliberate. Stillness does have the weak stillness. I'm going to drop clairvoyance here as well, actually. Kneecaps? No, I'm going to drop deceleration for kneecaps. No. Wait, it's like it spawns as a 4x4. So to weaken it is to remove 4 damage, and to decelerate it is to remove 4 damage. So I just want the one that has a higher duration. Okay, so it is kneecaps. Target is also all alone, so let's take that. Drop 1 final stability for a trance. And we should be set for this battle then. Padded robes. Block 3 at the start of each turn, plus 1 for each point of fatigue on enemy creatures. We get more of that. The first application of she each turn is doubled. Jade Mantis. Look. Look, though. Doesn't have to be huge for that to be really impactful. No damage taken next turn. Okay, so I can easily just cycle through these. In fact, I'm going to use kneecaps. I'm also going to return kneecaps to the top of the deck, upgrading it. I'm going to use clarity to make sure that all alone is playable. Purge this card for the extra energy next turn. We get fatigue set up at the end of this turn. Incoming damage is 5. Yeah, the enemy doesn't attack while they're removing all of the debuffs, right? Yeah, because that's what they did in turn 1. Unbalanced Fury. I don't know if I want to put that out right now because it's so little to this enemy. Maybe I should have taken that out of the deck. It's an AoE support card. I really want to use stability here. Fine. Just because the rest of the hand's easy to play afterwards. So we confuse. Every card costs 1 more energy. We double the impact of the first card we play here. Seven She twice. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just that. We purge the rest of the hand. Yeah, so that card triggered the first time, inflicted 16 She with its first hit, then 8 again, right? Because the card says 7 She twice, and each of those She counters is increased by 1 because of the fatigue. So it did 16, 8. She twice. Hang on. Hang on. Fatigue. When you inflict future strike damage to a target, it will inflict an additional time equal to the target's fatigue. A creature's fatigue is also added to She suffers. So it already had 1 fatigue, which is why this is doing She 8 rather than She 7. But why did it trigger 3 times? So the first card did 3 inflictions of She, and then the second version of it that was played with the power did 3 as well. It's just I don't know why it did 3. Does this card say twice, but it does it 3 times? We'll have to look at that in the future. Other than that, I'm just going to hard purge this turn, though. Okay, incoming is 12. That's really unfortunate. Definitely throw out the All Alone. Wave of Focus as well. Might as well get in there with the Killing Blow. Unbalance some Fury, and then provide clarity for the upcoming Deliberate again. And take 12. Thankfully, the enemy is not going to be on the board for much longer, because otherwise the fact that I didn't defend that turn is a problem. Got him. Sweet, I can actually path that Wave of Focus back in. Also, this is now an AoE fight again, so we have a couple cuts that we have to make again. Let's get the All Alone back out of the deck. Desperate was a good addition. Swift Kick was a good addition. Was there any other modification? Yeah, I probably don't need the weak in this fight. I could just kill the main target and use that as my weak source. And then we are skewing heavily aggressive over defensive right now, so let's drop a Discipline and a Repeating Deflection in, completing the deck. Go for the fight. Also got a Rig in the Voidstone coming up. Happy to see that. This is fine. Still hit that Unbalanced Fury. That's actually a pretty good position for that. Drop a Discipline because I'm taking no damage next turn. Ah, this is where we take the damage. So this is the damage. Yep. So yeah, it did an extra Future Strike to the Hell Mongrel because of the fatigue. That tracks. Got him. You love to see it when they combo down like that. Okay, back to the deck manager. It really feels like the second wave of focus goes in here. I'm underwhelmed by the stillness so far. Maybe that's on me. I'm actually also underwhelmed by the Balanced Fury. And if I'm taking the Balanced Fury out of the deck, I'd also take Clarity out, which makes me feel like I wasted an upgrade on Clarity. Although, look, I'm probably going to find something expensive later on to provide Clarity to. Okay, we'll cut that Stillness. Any of these really want to be in the opening hand? And aren't already? Recur the top card, rinse and repeat, recur the top card, and gain Overcharge. That's it. That's the card that wants to be rigged. Because then the opening hand is... we have 2 cards occupying the opening hand. Hang on. It'll be the rigged Clarity here. And then rinse and repeat. We play the Clarity, rinse and repeat, Clarity. That gets us into Zen. And we've only used 2 cards and 3 energy in order to do it. But we've also gained Overcharge and 2 triggers of whatever I happen to put into the Clarity, which honestly is probably also going to be Overcharge. Jinx, Leprechaun, and Red Caps. We already saw how bad this can get against these enemies. Hopefully I've become powerful enough that we've escaped that danger. Unbalanced Fury still seems super relevant. I mean, this one's easy. 26, 25. Future Strike is... Wait, hang on. We'll trigger at the end of this turn. Before you attack, right? Before your threat triggers. Yeah, because the threat triggers before the enemy attacks. So this enemy is already dead, the one in the middle. So I need to just stack Deliberation on that red cap. Okay, that red cap is now dead. I would like to target someone else at this point, but I do not have the ability. So yeah. I'm just going to trigger the kill. There's the recurrence of the top card. With that recurrence of the top card already... Oh my god, that deliberate. Oh, it gets so much value on its upgrade. I want that block. It's instantaneous block. Okay, rinse and repeat. And then we pop that into the deck. We cut a deflection. I'm feeling really light on my defense right now. I'm worried. Oh, it feels like I might have made a mistake and not found enough defense. We'll see. We'll see. All right, rinse and repeat. Replay, rewind target, apply slow to expel. Upgrades to also have purge, delay block 5. Probably not really going to be utilizing that, but I do want the souls from this fight at the absolute least. Hello, Voidling. Okay, let's provide some clarity to the Unbalanced Fury. Rinse and repeat that clarity. Provide some clarity to the Deliberate. And then hard purge the remaining. Wave of Focus. I'm pretty sad to see that go. But love to watch it leave. Double stability. Triple stability. Yeah, we can actually do this really well. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we can actually just go ham. 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have played the deflections before I played the wave at the end there, just so I could have checked if rage actually affects the Shi. I might have known in the past whether or not rage affects the Shi, but it's like forgotten. It'll take a while to really confirm those in the old brain space. Ah, I see, I see. Well, game just crashed. I am going to relaunch. Anytime I've experienced a crash in this game, I've just basically booted back up immediately before the fight that I experienced the crash in, and continued from there without a problem. Unfortunately, I will say I was incapable of taking a screenshot of the end condition, but I hope that this video helps. All right, mob room. We made the same additions and subtractions to the deck. Did we already do that prior to going in? Yes, we did. We did the customization in the previous area. Okay, so we're already... Great, let's go in. Okay. I'm going to try and emulate exactly the same turns. Deliberate that I hit with the 0 cost, right? And then no damage taken next turn, so I drop both of those, hit the trance, passed. Okay. Then this one was the stabilities, and I didn't go for the block. I went for the overcharge. Okay. Can no longer emulate previous turns. I should put Better Future to put the stability with the block on top of my deck. So I'm going to drop the Wave of Focus. We'll Deflection... and then get that stability back atop the deck so that I can actually try and defend immediately next turn. Yeah, unfortunately, this enemy gets stronger as we play many cards in the same turn, but also we get stronger as we play many cards in the same turn. She ate. Yeah, so it actually is, it's affected by the rage. Wow. Okay, time to maim goes in this deck now. 100%. We have so few cards in hand. I really don't want to use stability much. Let's go Unbalanced Fury, Killing Blow, and then stability, just drop that daze, immediately getting rid of it. Okay, I have to be able to kill this turn. Easiest way I can see to it would be Discipline, Wave of Focus, rinse and repeat Wave of Focus again. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. And then literally just like 20 next turn. That's really easy for us to achieve. Uh-oh. Oh, no, wait. The next attack triggers 2 times. Thank heck. Play the Discipline first, just in case I needed it. Oof. That could have been bad. Charge block. I mean, we have reasonable access to overcharge in the deck now. Corrupted Ogre. This beast constantly regenerates and can inflict dazes before attacking. Don't really think I have many modifications I want to make to the deck here. Maybe something for an all-alone target would have been appropriate. Unbalanced Fury again. Rinse and repeat. Drop that on a Discipline. I'm not going to want to Killing Blow myself here. If at all I can avoid it. Kind of want to get the Rage from the Discipline right now. I'm going to do that and then just... yeah, hit him for 33. So it was 22 and 11. Okay, so the doubling does happen after the Rage effect as well. That's good to see. But it only triggered 2 times there. So what made it trigger an extra time? Was it triggering an extra time due to the fatigue that the target had? And if it was doing it due to the fatigue that the target had, does she inflict an extra time per point of fatigue? I thought it was just she does extra to the amount of fatigue. So if the enemy has 1 fatigue and I hit 7 she on them, they hit 8 she, right? Rather than 2 stacks of 7. I don't know what happened in that one specific circumstance. I really want to know. Oh, okay. We need to set up some good defense for the next turn, and this is not the hand for that. That's unfortunate. Yikes. Yeah, we just don't have any control over over next turn's damage, so I just have to hope that we draw... I don't even know what I hope we draw here, but I hope we draw. Full stop. That's actually a really good draw. Stability, stability, drop a swift kick in there, and then we just get to hard block. Wow. Exceedingly good draw. Let's hide the paddle for just a second here so I can see the enemy's value. Okay, it is round 3 on the AI turn. So they're not going to take their Future Strike this turn, which means they won't have Fatigue set up for the next turn. Remaining in the deck is Wave of Focus on Ball's Fury, Stability. Okay, all of that's really good remaining in the deck, so we want to go aggressive, I believe. We can drop the Deliberate back in there. How much damage are we taking next turn? 20 incoming. Okay, drop the Deliberate. Doesn't matter how many times the enemy regenerates if I never intend to actually deal real damage to them and just stack She until they die. Again! Deliberate did that 3 times over. Future Strike. Is it because Future Strike? Somehow? Like, if the enemy has Future Strike on them, they take extra triggers of She? I'm just gonna repeat this and try it again. It happened again! No, I just don't understand. Hey, hang on. That Wave of Focus is unupgraded. Why'd that trigger 3 times? Okay, hang on. That triggered 3 times because of the Band of Focus. Never mind. Yeah. Deliberate's just doing that 3 times occasionally, and I do not know why, but I am deeply grateful for it. Here's a Soul Collector. 22? That's a really good amount to go here for. After the second card is played during your turn, gain 50% rage. There's also the Pendant of Focus. Whilst in Zen, each card you purge will block 2. Unlikely to do that often. Whenever you're inflicted with Daze cards, gain delayed block 8. That's actually pretty damn good. But I will be taking the Flask of Red Juice. It's the rage that I was asking for, but I don't have to work so hard for it. Next space across is not going to be removing Dazes there. I'm going to get greedy in the next space, I guess, so... I know that Potion of Stealth and Draw Potion are the 2 that are going to be most impactful here for us, so I'll take those 2. Take the Blessing of Grieve with some extra souls. We've also... Ooh, we do have a Void Power coming up. This is, say, the Black Void Stone. Flame Ward, Curse Ward, Spirit Ward, Swamp Mistress. Nope. Can't immediately think of anything that would make me change how we're going to be playing here. I do want more damage out early. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then I will Clarity, the Unbalanced Fury, bring this back, and then Clarity, the Discipline. Good to see the Unbalanced Fury come out this early, but we'll start with stabilities. Those are also going to trigger at the end of this turn, thankfully. There's 1 repeating deflection left in the deck, as well as Better Future and a Discipline and another Discipline. Okay, we're almost certainly going to draw defense. So I'm going to purge this for the extra energy, because I think I need the extra energy. Okay. As much as I want my first card to be the Wave of Focus, I have to go with Stability, right? There's another Killing Blow. Interesting. So I don't think I'm going to take that. Okay, that Discipline does want to stay in hand. I'll happily drop this Stability now. Use the Swift Kick. Double wave of focus, and then they actually just pass theirs back to the Swamp Mistress. Trance and a Discipline even. Should have played the Discipline way earlier on. I keep forgetting the Discipline is also Rage. My bad. My bad indeed. Speaking of playing Discipline earlier on. Got him. Disciplined. Mainline target is they're reasonably close to lethal. Fourth in the AI turn as well. So what do I put atop the deck? Maybe a Killing Blow? Actually, you know what? Yeah, Killing Blow. We'll go for it. If I get to play another attack before the Killing Blow, I can get it to double its effect as well. Makes it pretty easy. Nice. There we go. To meet its conditionals. 2 upgrade points. I'm finding it difficult to justify ever going for not 2 upgrade points there. But that could easily just be me narrowly focusing specifically on the one thing that I think is going to be impactful for me. Unbalanced Fury. Like, if I'm leaving the Unbalanced Fury in the deck, I need to upgrade it. I do like my first turn being a big setup turn. The only problem is it also doesn't set up any block for the next turn. We are a delayed block deck. Let's have a look in the backpack, see if there's anything in here that we would use if it were upgraded. There's the Time to Maim. Yep. Time to Maim is definitely one of them. We'll talk about why it is next floor. But for the moment, next up is... God, is it Charged Block? You only have 2 access to Overcharge naturally in this deck already. No, it's not Charged Block yet, at least. That Deliberate. It's real good. It's going to be Deliberate. Okay. So, why was the upgrade on Time to Maim rather than anything else? Should I cut the Killing Blow at this point? It's not Trance. It's not Deliberate. It's probably neither of the Waves of Focus, but I'm open to the possibility it's one of them. It's definitely not Swift Kick. It's Swift Kick, isn't it? I just upgraded that, though. Cut a Discipline. So here's the problem. We need to skew defensive now. So I need to find some cuts in my aggressive cards. I mean, Killing Blow is now less significant on this floor because it's a lower percentage of the enemy's actual total. Take another Repeating Deflection for another cheap one. So the reason is after the second card is played in your turn, gain 50% rage. Time to Maim has to either be my first or second card played. And then I get up to 125% rage. And then the Jade Mantis, the first application of She each turn is doubled. I have 125% rage. My first application of She is something like, oh, I don't know, where are you? The Deliberate with 9 She. So that goes to something like 20 just by itself before the rage, and then 40 with the doubling from the Jade Mantis. So the idea here is that our Zens should start almost all of the time, if possible, with Time to Maim. We're going to cut a Discipline for a Clairvoyance here so that we have more control over our discard pile through the visions. And I think I need to cut another attack. I'm going to cut a Wave of Focus, and either the Kneecaps or the Repeating Deflection go into the deck at this point. I'm going to pop the Repeating Deflection back in there as well. Wave of Focus down to Stillness. Oh my god, so many waves of focus here. Timeless, this turn all Future Strike will inflicted will be converted to She. Upgrades to additionally converted to She. Mind Shatter, She 10, solo, inflict damage equal to half the target's She. That is going to be a very good scaling attack for the Void at the end. And it's also like a really, really good card to double the impact of with the Jade Mantis. So I almost certainly want to work that into the pathing for me. But that was almost always going to be the case, right? Because... Because this is what the path looks like to me right now. Ooh. How many souls do I have by this point? I'm probably going to bless for greed here. So I probably have enough souls to do this. Right? Yeah, so I'll be able to do that. I have to pass up the Dark Mime to take this path. And then we'll decide what we do at the very end. Shield Wall, don't really care about that much. Flurry of Blows, don't care about that much either. Wounded with stacking vulnerability on the target. I mean, we still don't really have good access to vulnerability. I would love to see a natural 20. Apart from pain, don't need that either. All right. I think I'm pretty settled on this. A group of creatures who limit your rage also have the ability to haunt you. So in this fight, well, our maximum rage is 25% or some such. So let's cut out the time to maim, pop another repeating deflection back into the deck, and then go for the fight. This is not a maiming style of deck. Ooh. Yeah, whilst this creature is alive, your rage is capped at 25%. We'll target the deep first still. Love it. Do I want to go for more damage? Yeah. The answer to that one is yeah. 16 coming next turn. It's going to be a bit difficult to block as well. Never mind. Hit those blocks easily, and then a Deliberate. Deep is almost dead. Your Screech is vulnerable and stun that you're going to try and inflict here. Nice try. What cards am I not putting in the deck at the moment because they're not upgraded, and why are they kneecaps? It's kneecaps, isn't it? But I already... Stability, discipline. Did I already upgrade the other defensive one? No, okay, yeah, Deceleration just has the same art at the moment as the No Time. Got it. Our inability to inflict slow right now is a problem. I don't like that this is the way that we get slow in the deck, but it's the way that we get slow in the deck at the moment. Got to just deal with that. Black Void Stone, got that. Black Void Stone's coming up just in the next fight already. Careful advance. That's contributing to a problem we already have in the deck still. Mind Blast looks good. Does it? Does the Mind Blast look good? I don't think it does, actually. It's better than the other two for us. Whether or not it immediately goes into the deck is going to be a completely different issue. See, if we're not using Unbalanced Fury as the setup for the Zen, right? Because we're trying to do Time to Maim stuff. Time to Maim is only going to be in one hand. Why am I planning entirely around it? Better Future. I honestly think Better Future just wants an upgrade now. Make it twice as impactful. I think it's going to stay in the deck. Vision is... If we are doing the Time to Maim thing, which I think I am trying to do here, Vision is going to be significantly more impactful. Berserker, they get stronger for each 0-cost card I play and have the ability to gain high amounts of fortitude. Problem is the deck is based on the 0 cost that we play, so I really don't think that's going to be a thing that we fix. Time to Maim can go back in the deck, and we can cut a Repeating Deflection here as a result, though. And maybe I can make the creature skip their first turn. This isn't an elite fight. I don't need that. Oh, you'll love to see it. Clarity on the Unblanched Fiore. Then on the Deliberate. Clairvoyance is probably our option here as well. Urge these two, get Clairvoyance. I shouldn't make my whole deck end up costing 0. That seems like a bad idea. Instead, I'm just going to put defense into the next hand. There's Time to Maim. Really unfortunate that we're not really able to do anything with it here. 1, 2, 3. Purge. And then Better Future. Let's put the... I mean, look, I'm going to need more defense in the next turn as well. Time to Maim and Discipline back atop the deck. We're blocking for 19 this turn. Out of the 33 incoming. Alright, we found it. It's time to Maim. Time to Repeating Deflection as well. 42. That's just it's not even actually 42. It's not even taking into account the Jade Mantis. 64. Right? No, not 64. Yes? No. Yes? No, no, no. 42. 63. I could just kill the Rune Priest right now with it. Oh my god, look at that Unbalanced Fury as well. Do I want to accept 2 damage this? Yeah. Yes. That's a lot of Future Strike that we just get to put on all of our enemies. And I can only actually attack the Berserker this turn anyway, so I might as well focus on the... I guess the Berserker might be a good idea. Happily we found some defense here. Okay. Good. We got our Clear and our Ghost Stone. Now, Ghost Stone on the Swift Kick is just 2 on the chain, but is that what we want? Now, Time to Maim says if you have no rage, rage 25%, and then full stop, and then says rage 50%. So if I put the Ghost on the Time to Maim, and then I played it 2 times at the start of the turn, I would get to 75, 125, and then 175 rage. And I've played 2 on the chain with only using 1 of the cards in my hand. I don't know how better to make the argument that that has to be what we do. Taxidermist, Unholy Creation, this is fine. As long as we manage our hands at the end of the turns, and I'm pretty confident we're going to be doing that consistently here. Horrific Appearance, inflict 2 Banes. Yikes, they're both inflicting 2 Banes? What? So I just want as much block left. Okay. That's Fury. Bring this back. Get the Deliberate. I mean, I don't even benefit from preemptive block yet. This is just hard. Yeah, it's just a hard hand clear. Maybe I should have used a potion here. Okay, those went into the discard pile at least. 126 incoming damage. That's pretty good. All right. Time to meme. Time to meme. Sorry, meme. Sorry. Kind of meme. Then it's Better Future. Popping the time to meme back atop the deck. And guess I'll put a repeating deflection there. Didn't really want to draw that one. Oh, that was the prayer beats activating. That makes sense. I get some block for the next turn at the absolute least. All of you suffer 34 on the future strikes. Great. 40 she, the main line. I'll play both of those. Getting 13 block for the 21 that we need next turn. Wave of Focus, if that's the double trigger that we hit with the Band of Power, and it will be, we'll get the kill. Okay, so it is time to maim. Time to maim. Which is fine. Then we stability, drop the clairvoyance. Use Wave of Focus 2 times over. And then kill. Gosh, we are like hard pivoting away from what we already know in this deck. So I need to start considering which of these are now more valuable than I thought. Stillness is a lot more valuable than I thought. Unfortunately, all of the stabilities just got significantly less valuable because they're no longer my opener, because I have to play the other cards if I'm going to be doing it like this. So, they've all got gems in them. Feeling pretty bad about those early gem upgrades. This is why I often tend to hold on to upgrade gems for a really long period of time. We have a focus trance, discipline, stillness. It's going to be a card in the deck, and I think it's probably going to be a defensive card. Honestly, like, Clairvoyance stays in this deck for the vision. Alright, fine. Clairvoy. The Shrine is the easiest choice I've ever made. Do I want to heal too, or do I want value? Let me just, stroke my chin for a little bit and think about that before immediately taking the value, and go for a clear vision down here as well. Open a foresight. Not going to happen. I do like the idea of this pinpoint. Fatigue. Gain 1 energy and rebound. This is so much access to extra she damage. I love this card. Really, really enjoy it. I cannot take it on this path. It's exclusive with the Mind Shadow right now. The Game, the Goat, and the Vulture. Nope, nothing I need to change about this deck. Okay. We're completely fine to do this. Yeah, we're completely fine to do this. Okay, Unbalanced Fury, rinse, repeat. This one, I might just hit on the... No, I'm going to hit it on Clairvoyance. Try and be careful about how I play, so it's fine. So it's Wave of Focus, Purge the Better Future, and then Deliberate. I mean, Deliberate first if we're doing it that way. Like, look at that. That's 51 she on the first turn on the main target here. And we also set up 2 cards in the deck. Like, it's not like this was the only thing this turn did, you know? Okay, so this turn looks like it is Stability, Stability, Unbalanced Fury, and then Repeating Deflection and Discipline, so I'll drop the Trance. Okay. Unbalanced Fury is going to kill that Vulture this turn. Great. We also decently blocked the next turn. Yeah, that Repeating Deflection is already more than enough. So good there. All right. gonna drop the repeating deflection and the decelerate. We're going very ham on this one, I think. Incoming damage next turn is 0. Future strike would inflict 2 times here. Fine. Nice work stealthing yourself and constantly trying to hide from me. I am afraid that will not save you. Still not going to be clear image. Like, we have openers that do not say opener text on them, but they are openers. Redo. 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 It's redo. It has to be redo. Body and mind siphon. Interesting. Siphon is the X-Cost thing we were talking about. Reduce your energy to 0. Siphon effects trigger a number of times equal to the energy reduced. The siphon effect triggers a number of times equal to the energy reduced, not the card itself. Okay, that makes sense why there's a differentiation between cards that say siphon-like text on them, because they usually say reduce your energy to 0, trigger this card as many times as, right? And this says the siphon effect triggers as many times, which means it probably doesn't include the Void Stone and the other ones do. Inflict Sheath 4 and Overcharge 1, do not care. Not even slightly. Do-over. Inflict 17, recur 1 non... it's just redo. Redo is so good. Dolus. Ooh, Dolus. Dolus, why? Why, Dolus? Okay, I'm gonna drop a... Does Dolus have multi-strike? Or AP is also randomized? No. Okay, so I'm gonna drop 2 repeating deflections for a... double discipline? Actually, I'm gonna drop 3 for a discipline, and charged block here. And then also drop the swift kick for an opening move. If the AP of all of my things are randomized, this is a better set out deck for us. More potions? Eldritch Blessing. Every 7th card played will cost 1 less energy. We play 7 cards in a turn pretty much every turn, so right, it's just like extra energy for us, 1 extra energy. Bloody Ledger is a lot of potions. Bloody Ledger is way more potions than the King of Lucky Rum. Oh, I can't avoid this. It's so good. It's 9 turns worth of cooldown we get to remove. Come on. Come on. Stability Yikes by itself. Fine. Time to maim. Time to maim. Rinse and repeat. Time to maim. That was way too much that I tried to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why I was addicted to specifically trying to get it to go off in that way, but yeah, it's fine. We did it. It's all good. Got some block for the next turn. I see. Time to maim. Drop wave of focus, use another time to maim, and then rinse and repeat. Great. Drop the other wave of focus again. Now that's going to be 75. And then this one would only get 14 more. This gets 25 more. Okay. That first. That second. And now the enemy has 171 Shi on them. This deck goes off. I had to manage the deck back down again. So it was cut charge block, cut 2 copies of discipline, add 3 copies of repeating deflection into the deck. Well, actually, one of those should be redo now. And then in terms of the attacks, we pop the swift kick back in, cut the opening move back out. Okay. And I'm also going to use my Potion of Stealth in this fight because this is a scary fight. I'm not really ever going to want to purge my cards from my hand. So I really need to find ways to just get ahead as quickly as possible, you know? Oh my god, look at that card. Look at that draw, rather. And they're non-minion enemies. Let's provide some clarity to the obvious unbalanced Fury. Redo that. Do it again. Hitting... Oh, Clairvoyance is a really good card. Hit that as well. Nice trigger on Deliberate there. And I can rinse and repeat the Deliberate again. Or I could Wave and Focus and then rinse and repeat that. 16 across the board. 16 across the board doesn't mean anything here, does it? We just need target against the Pyre in the center. So they skipped their first turn there. Clairvoyance. Interesting. I think I just go for damage this turn. 1, 2, 3. Let's purge that D-cell. Go for Clairvoyance on the Deliberate and Wave of Focus, I think, here. Drop the Discipline? Or purge the Discipline for energy. I purge the Discipline for energy. I'm almost certainly getting a kill on a target next turn. Okay. That's a better future. Purge? It's 41 incoming. I'm almost guaranteed to get the kill next turn. Purge. Woo! Great fight. Absolutely great fight, I think. Well, I'm a bit scared at the moment. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Please don't. Okay, whew. We got damage. Yikes. I was about to be very scared. Yeah, I wish I had the APM strats to click that in the middle of the resolutions there. Unfortunately, I did not. There's a kneecap. That's a kneecap with the upgrade. We hitting it. Cool. Hey, it's the same fight again. We definitely needed the hit that we had last time. There's 20 to all enemies. This only gets worse the further we go on, right? What's the boss at the end of this run? Rather end of this floor is Caravan. I don't want it there. I'll take the exploding bottle for just 20 damage to all the enemies at the start of the fight, and then launch back in. I was very hopeful we were going to get a better opener here. This does not look like a better opener so far. At least the Scorch is happening with the Pyrmite last in the line rather than the first one, because this, the Pyrmite says attack a number of times equal to its frenzy. However, its frenzy is equal to 1 plus your burning value. So if this one burns, and then this one attacks, you can take like 50 damage on turn 1. Not 50, it's like 20, 30, 35, 40. Depends on the floor you encounter them, I think. Clarity, rinse, and repeat clarity. Fine. Sometimes, the most obvious play is the right one. And it's the most obvious because of it. Just a straight up 70 right there. You love to see it. Yeah, so the incoming now 62. Well, you can see the kind of giant differential right there. Redo. I kind of like the idea of having an unbalanced Fury in the discard for the redo right now, but I think we're looking for skills to be played first. Discipline, repeating deflection. I mean, that trance is pretty good right now, but so is Deliberate. Deliberate significantly better even. Perch. There we go. Got him. That fight was so much better. Redo needs to be upgraded. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. That what just happens. Merchant with 3,000. Ooh, that's another better future. Future strike 7 if the target is slow trigger +1 times. If Zen or the target is slow trigger +1 times. I don't think we need that one. One hit wonder is Impard. Impard is damage, which is Impard will strike a number of times equal to your current energy. Your energy is set to 0, so it's like a siphon effect. Better future. Honestly, with just the block 4 vision 2, literally I just want to put it in the deck for the sake of having the ability to return the maims. Then leave. Also, drop a deflection for it now. Where are you? Perfect. Hopefully this fight's pretty straightforward. Veiled Watchers. Yeah. This should be a slow enough fight that I should be able to overwhelm them really early. Okay. Anything I need to worry about yet? No. Clarity okay. On the unbalance for the same reason. Pull it back. Do it again. Deliberate. Hey! I love it when we end up drawing immediately the card that I happen to have hit with that. As much as I want to double the effect of this with 16 against all of the enemies, it's just more important that I get a single target down first, right? Sure. Yeah, 12 incoming next turn. I don't have much immediate block left in the deck at this point, so try and auto block against some of it at least. There's the time to maim, but unfortunately I don't really have much attack in this hand, but I'm definitely going to be doing it. 1, 2, then redo. 3, 4. Kill. Yeah, actually, with our hand as it currently stands, we're fine, right? My God, we get close. All right, that's actually going to be dying this turn, right? From the Future Strike. So I actually just start peppering down another target happily. Beating Deflection and the Better Future. Make sure that I get the full block here. Then I take Time to Maim, pop that back atop the deck. And then Time to Maim, Time to Maim. I want to play one card after that. I've probably got skills that I'm going to be playing after that already. So for that reason, I think I will put the Deliberate there. Hey, we did get another skill. Scavenge. 1, 2. I need the instantaneous block. 3. I mean, this just kills the target right now, right? It does 90. That just kills that Veiled Watcher. Sure. Get another potion out of it, and then drop that Future Strike. The Future Strike also kills the leftmost target next turn, or rather at the end of this turn. I'm not going to be specifically delaying this fight too much. But at the same time, I'm not going to rush right now. Reason being, that just happens. Oh no, you immediately die as well. Dang, I was hoping I was going to get the ability to use the potion, get a free potion out of just waiting one turn there. Meditation Cushion. She gains twice the bonus from fatigue. That's not really relevant. We don't... Right? Overcharge grants 2 energy. Yeah, it's fine. Just have me draw a Bane, draw a card. Yeah, it's fine. Hang on. Fatigue, 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 fatigue. Come on. One of these has to describe what fatigue is. What about out here? Fatigue? Anyone? Someone tell me what fatigue is. Because I'm almost entirely certain it's not going to be relevant. My God, I really can't find any fatigue in here for the life of me. I'm almost entirely certain that fatigue just increases Shi by 1 per, and taking that from 1 to 2 for a rare relic that costs 17? I cannot see my way to taking that. Overcharge grants +2 energy. We are currently working on a void power for that, but I'm probably not going to get that in time. Blue void stone. Maybe that's something. Use that with the clarity in the opening hand? Cycle my opening hand a lot? That's actually really exciting. I'm going to take the blue void stone and a random artifact. Random artifact is when applying a debuff to an enemy not suffering any debuffs, double its value. We also have nothing remaining on the path that I spend souls on, so we'll take the strength potion before leaving. Okay. And time to maim already has it, yeah, so I don't put the red void stone in that. The better future could easily get a red void stone. I'd be happy about that. Often they will be used in the setup. Yeah, I like that. It's clarity, gets the blue so that I can try and set up for a better opening turn. Then better future gets that. It's worth noting, I just messed up really bad. Clarity now discards a different card that is not clarity, so I need 3 skills in the opening hand in order to actually get my combo off. That was bad. It was poorly handled. Let's get greedy, and then every time you play a block card, gain delayed block 6. No, it's 4. At the start of each fight, gain 100% rage. If you are above 50% HP, gain an energy as well. And at the start of each fight, heal for 5. I'm definitely going to take these 2. I might as well just clear out the store while I'm here, though. Haste. This turn, applying Future Strike deals damage with the same amount. Upgrades to decrease its cost. This is a Beast of Malice. I have to go on the offense eventually. That's completely fine. I don't deal damage to this creature, so it doesn't matter to me at all. Every Sith attack card is returned to your hand. I love that. But Steel Knuckles. When applying Future Strike or Shi to a slowed enemy, increase the amount applied each time by 2. No. We deal in increments significantly larger than 2 to the point that that's not really impactful for us. Interesting. I'm going to go for it. Time to maim, and then use clarity to decrease the cost of the unbalanced fury. And okay, we did get an attack card here. I'm very happy to see that. Attack, drop. Attack. Let's recur that attack again, do it again. Nice. 250% rage. I had to try and capitalize on that as best I could, right? These the decelerate. Ugh. Block this turn is really lacking. In fact, I'm going to drop the decelerate. Looking for more instantaneous block than that. Even going to drop the stability. And that clairvoyance. Okay. Let's go repeating deflection, better future, popping a time to maim. And stability back at the top of the deck. We'll use redo to try and get some extra cards that are relevant. So I have 2 cards I get to cast left in Zen state, and then I can cast 1 card afterwards as well. Sure. So it should be the decel and the better future that I cast there. Decel, better future for a clairvoyance. And another attack. And then we unbalance fury at the very end. This is about the last good turn I'm going to get. It's good to see this turn, though. Time to maim. Time to maim. Better future. Pop the time to maim back atop the deck. And then the other better future. Actually, no. I immediately just cycle into them. Why did I do that to myself? I knew they were there. What did I just do? That's 30 damage I didn't need to take. Ow. Clarity our way to a Unbalanced Fury. It's fine to discard that. We'll recurse it. Play it immediately. Drop the Swift Kick for a Deliberate that triggers 2 times. Nice. That was either going to be enough or it was going to block us pretty significantly there, so... Not too hard to take. Sure. That could be something relevant here. Nokanzo. Echo Wall 1 is Synergy. Purge to gain an energy. I mean, it gains 2 energy when purged, right? Because one of them, it gives you being purged in the first place. No Kando in the opening hand. It's not... No, it's definitely not no Kando in the opening hand. Apply slow to a creature. Inflicts... No. Okay. I could take any of them. I'm not going to take any of them, though. Let's see if we can find a spell that's going to be better in the end. Recur 1. Yeah. Yep. Significantly better than the potions for us. High amounts of fortitude. This is fine. Get that potion. I've almost certainly forgotten to use the potion a couple times here, and I apologize for that, but it'll happen. Redo. Very nice. Drop the redo, use rinse and repeat to get the redo back, use the redo to get the other 2 cards back in hand. Yes. I can actually just straight up target the Black Coach here. It's immune, but I can still trigger its She. And I'm going to do exactly that, I think. 1, 2. I'm going to recur it. Do it again. Yup. 3. Yeah, 1 more cast in this. 221 She on turn 1. And the kill on turn 2. 2 more upgrade points. Yes. Okay. Each of these triggering twice makes them significantly more slightly more impactful with the fatigue that ends up getting on the enemy. But honestly, I feel like what we're missing is just block. I want to upgrade both the repeating deflections here. With stealth and full energy, that doesn't matter. During the void fight, every time you purge a card, block 3. That also doesn't matter that much. Gain overcharge, increase your max energy by 1. That matters a bit. Blessing of Rejuvenation definitely doesn't matter. Okay. Let's swap over the return now. Let's start our battle. Alright, Death Knight. This is definitely not where I wanted Imbalanced Fury to be. Let's look for some clarity here. Definitely drop that on Deliberate. Discard the Unbalanced Fury. We're not going to be using this turn at all. Recurse it. Make the enemy slow, just in case they get buffed later. I really want the Unbalanced Fury. It is damage. I do like damage. I could also weaken the enemy, but just slow. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recur the D-cell and just go for the slow. More slow, more weaken. Okay. It's basically, do I want 1 energy or do I want more? Actually, no, because the Banded Power is triggering on the Unbalanced Fury, I definitely want to play it. Oh, so both that and the, like, Wait, are they synced? No, this is 7th and this is 6th. Okay, so they're not synced constantly, but they are synced at the moment. Or were synced at that time. Yeah, it's not as much block as I was really hoping for. Hopefully we get to double the effect of that Deliberate. There's time to maim. Second one can be played at any point. Just one energy short of getting exactly the entire turn that I wanted there. I think I retain this card in hand. It's way too impactful not to. Okay. Start out with Redo. Rinse and repeat and stability. Interesting. Let's use... Wait. Rinse and repeat doesn't get Redo. It doesn't get Deliberate. It gets stability at this point. That's fine. We want an aggressive turn. Plus the stability is defense here. Then we play a Better Future, setting up with the upgraded Better Future and the time to maim for the next hand. We're not drawing this turn either. We get to double trigger the Deliberate right now for the defense. I don't want to play stability if I can avoid it, actually. Yeah, that's not so important that I have to play it. Don't need any block next turn. No. Okay, I'm actually also going to hard purge the other two cards. Maybe I should have played the final, the vision there, just to put more damage into this hand. It's feeling a lot like that's what I should have done. Whoops. Time to maim, Better Future. Pop that time to maim back atop the deck. And then it's trance, recur, trance. It's giant damage. And sure, make unbalanced fury cost less. There's the time to maim. Why did I do that? I forgot that Why? Well, actually, this is fine. Come back in hand, time to maim. I would never leave you out in the cold like that. Time to maim. I know. What do you think I am? First application should be the one that's doubled. Mm-hmm. Sorted. We get our kill here before the threat stack triggers. So that's the kill. Now, stealth and full energy. I purge cards pretty regularly, though. Do I? No, I tend to combo cast out. Okay, go for the pop-up master. If the fight prolongs, the Banes will become overwhelming. That is why it is my goal to make sure that the fight does not prolong. Best we can do this turn is just set up some block and cards for the next turn, I guess. So let's start out with clarity. Stability. I mean, getting an overcharge is not awful. Okay. We got 9 cards in this card at this point. Fine. We use the Discipline for the extra block next turn. And then double purge these two. Don't need to recur anything this turn. There's nothing really exciting to recur. Again, there's nothing really exciting to recur here. It takes a while before I get to exactly the right card. But once we do, hello, time to maim. Is it time to maim? I think it is. Let's repeat as well. Just brings back the time to maim right now. Okay, and then we play these all for the best setup. Time to maim. Honestly, just like stability. Set up the kick. That triggers this turn. I could recur a card, but it would have to be 0 cost if I wanted to play it for damage. I don't know if I really want to do that right now. And hold. $12 incoming, unfortunately. Never mind. We'll be fine. Just use the Liberate for the block 9. Time to maim those. Then I must recur a card. Actually, I'm going to recur the Better Future, use that to get the time to maim and the other Better Future back up the deck. Great. I'm going to purge this Better Future, and then we're just going for damage. I cycled past that one intentionally. Just follow out a normal track of stabilities right now. Yes, but I think we'll start with the defensive ones. D-cell. Interesting, but I don't know if I want it. Definitely don't want the Bane. Let's recur that. Play it another 2 times, and then... Look, there's no reason not to provide that clarity of the Unbalanced Fury at the absolute least. Drop that Bane end. And we just really ought to already be able to do this. And we can. Maim, Voyance. Doesn't matter what I hit with this, because we kill. Let's finally end up releasing these souls. There's no gems additional. Do I want to put the Mind Shatter into the deck? Yes. I stack She real high pretty quickly. Doing in place of Swift Kick. Okay. Alright, Void Fight. I have 10 Strength Potions, 5 Health Potions, 2 Exploding, 1 Energy, 2 Draw, 2 Crippling Potions. What do you got? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Well, it's good to see that impact right there. Okay. Right, that makes sense. So at the start of every single turn, we now gain 250 block. 250 rage. Cool. It's that's pretty cool. Let's trigger the Zen state then, I guess. Choose card, discard. Honestly, like anything that's not aggressive. Let's rinse and recur. Play that one now, and it's officially damage time. 1 damage. Also going to recur that to get the double trigger from the Band of Power. Oh my god. Look at the damage that already does. Alright. We just got the Unbalanced Fury in hand as well. Another Better Future, definitely don't do that one. Sure. That's a pretty good damage first turn right there. Let's purge that Better Future end. Oh, there's the time to maim. There it is. So time to maim, redo. And then just go. You love to see it. So the one that double activates ought be the deliberate, but also I want to play it first. Is there any way to return it back into hand after that? There is not. Okay, it's fine. I can make the wave of focus be the one that triggers multiple times. Yeah, this is going to trigger multiple times and return to my hand as well. $530 she on this turn is... I feel like we're getting somewhere. Fine, the clairvoyance is kind of relevant. I'll keep it. Let's get the time to maim and the Better Future back atop the deck, and then I'll use decel just to keep the enemy slowed and weakened. The enemy is now actually fatigued as a result of she being more than half of their remaining. Tell you what, we don't have much damage in this hand. Yikes. Actually, like really yikes. 1, 2, 3. Put that back atop the deck. Put that atop the deck. And then, I mean, I might as well just set up a giant unbalanced fury. And in fact, I'm just going to look for extra energy. Here we go. This is much more of a turn. Maim. Get, unbalanced fury and Better Future back atop the deck, I guess. No really need on that one because we're about to trance. Focus. This is one that's going to be able to return to my hand. Cool. And then it'll be played again on the second time. Cool. And we'll end with that extra Future Strike. 425% rage. Good fight, Void. Good fight. Oh, that is... What a run. Better Future. You earned it. Let's master that selected card, and for the moment I'm going to say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Vault of the Void. There is a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.